Hello friends, welcome to FreeCAD tutorial, and in this tutorial we will model this support frame. As you can see that I have already modeled it, and I will show you from the scratch how you can model it. In this modeling tutorial we are going to use the dynamic data add-on, which is an alternative of a split sheet. We will control the parameters of this drawing. If you see in a drawing, so here you will see the open dimensions B, G, E, D and C, and here you can see those parameters. A is equal to 12, B is equal to 20, and we will define these parameters here in a dynamic data add-on, and then we will link this data with our model dimensions. So I will close this file, and we will create a new file, and we will model this part with the help of dynamic data. For this tutorial I am using the FreeCAD version 1.0, so you must have at least 1.0 or a higher version than this. So here first I will create a new file, and here I have installed the dynamic data. If you have not installed it, then go to the tool and then add-on manager, and in add-on manager search for the dynamic data. So here once you launch the add-on manager, it will take some time to update it, and let's have some patience till it's get completed. So here I'm seeing the 5 updates, but I will do it later. So first search for the dynamic. So once you type the words, you will get here dynamic data. Click on it, and here I have already installed it. Now we will learn how to use it. So for this, use this drop down option and activate the dynamic data. And once you activate the dynamic data, you will see here dynamic data commands, and here you will see one arrow, and click on create object. So once you click on the create object, here it will get added, and now add property. So here we get a different type of properties like distance, directions, color, area, angle. So basically we are going to add the distance property, and in a distance property we will add these things. So first is a distance, and value is a 12, value is 12, and for our convenience we will give it a underscore 12. So this is the name a underscore 12 and value is 12 for better identifications, and say OK. So once you click on OK and you make it larger, so you will see that A12, its name, and value is 12 is get added here. Now same way we will add more properties. So first one is a A12, and second one we will add B underscore 20. It is a name, and its value is 20. Say OK. So B's 20 is get added here. Same way let's add one more property, C underscore 16, and value is of 16. Say OK. Now again click on add property. Next one is a D underscore 80, value of D is of 80. You can give any name here, say OK. Now click on one more add property, and here we will give the E_30 and value is of 30. Say OK, and here F is equal to 1.5 mm, so we will give the F_1 D for decimal 5, and its value is 1.5. Say OK. Now again go here, add property G_3. If you see here, G is equal to 3 mm and value we will give the 3. Say OK. Again click on the add property, and last one is the T is equal to 1. So we will give the T_1 and its value is of 1 mm and say OK. Now on this dynamic data, you can see that we have added A12, B20, C16, D80, E30, F1.5, G3 and T is equal to 1 mm. And now we will start creating our model. So if we see this frame, so we will select the top plane to create our first sketch. But here we have just added the dynamic data, and now we will switch to the part design and we will create a body and go to the origin and on. And now I will select the top plane, click on the sketch and off the origin, and now I will select a rectangle tool, and here I will make it symmetric. Select this point and the center, and here if you see the value of D is of 80, so here I will select a smart dimension, and here we will link this D80. So for this, click on this expression icon, type DD dot. DD means dynamic data dot. So once you enter the dot, you will see the value we have entered in a dynamic data. So here we will insert the value of D. So we will select D_80, which is the name, and we will say OK. So now here you will see that dimension is got linked with our dynamic data. So in a dynamic data, if I change the value, it will change. So here you will see that dimension color is also changed here. Now let's experiment it. So here this is the 80, so I will press Ctrl key, select this horizontal and vertical line and make it equal. And now let's change the value. So here D is equal to 80. If I make it 90, so you can see that I changed the value in a dynamic data, and here my dimension is not changed. And now I will again make it 80. Press enter. So you can see that once you control the values here, your model sketch will be get updated. Now let's move to the next feature. Next feature is to create a pad. So go to the task tab and close it. Select the sketch, click on the pad, and here thickness is of A, which is of a 12 mm. So here we will also link the expression. So click here and type DD dot, and value is of 12 and say OK. So here you can see that it is got linked here. Now we will select the top face, click on the sketch, and here I will click on the project geometry and project all edges. And now I will select a rectangle tool and create a 4 rectangle at 4 corners. And here I will select a smart dimension, and here is of C is of 16, so here I will go in expressions, type dd dot C underscore 16, say OK, and I will select this and made it equal. So this is fully constrained. Same way I will select this point and add a horizontal relation, and I will select this line and this line, made it equal, and I will select this and made it equal, and now I will select this line and add a cross relation. This is fully constrained. Same way I will select this and add a horizontal relation. Now select one of the line with this to make it equal. You can select this one as well, and now select this and make it equal. So here we have linked this C16 to this dimension on our sketch. And now let's move to the next feature, and we will create a cut of 6 mm. Close it, click on the pocket, and say OK. Now we will select the top face, and we will create a sketch. So select the face and create a sketch. Now select the circle, create a circle, select a smart dimension, provide it a 30, and now create a pad of 6 mm. Select the pad and give the 6 mm, say OK. Now let's provide the fillet to the all 4 corners, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and here we can see that the radius is of R8. So click on the fillet and select the edges. Again rotate it and select this one, select this one, select this one, and provide the value 8 and say OK. So fillet is created. Now the next thing we will do is to create a shell. If we see the other view, so we can see that this portion is hollow. So we will select the face and click on the thickness tool, and here I will select the intersection option because I do not want this radius. So I will go here and select the intersection, and thickness I want 1 mm because t is equal to 1 mm, and say OK. And now on the bottom side I will select the face and click on the sketch, and here I will project all these 4 radius. Click on the project geometry, select this, and this, and select a circle, here this is of a diameter 11. Select a smart dimension, give it 11 mm. Select all 4 circles and make it equal. Click on close, and now we will create a pad of 4 mm. Select the sketch, click on the pad and give it 4 mm. Say OK. And now we will rotate our model and select the face, which is this one, and click on the sketch. Now here, if we see in a section view, or you can see in isometric view as well, so there is a material removal of a 4 mm. So we will again click on project geometry and project this all 4 arc. Select the circle and create the 4 circle and select a smart diameter, give it of 9 mm. Now select all 4 and made it equal. Close it, and here click on the pocket and give it of 4 mm, and this value you can get it from this section AA. And now let's move to the next features. So in the next feature, if you see in a section AA, so there is a diameter 5 holes which is through, which we can also see here in isometric view. So we will simply create a pocket tool. So let's select the face and click on the sketch, and now click on the project geometry, select all and create a 4 circle at all locations. So here I will switch to the wireframe view, and if anything got wrong, so here it took the equal constraint, so I will select it. Now let's make a 5 mm. Say OK. Select all 4. Select these, and these, and made it equal. Click on close. Select the sketch. Click on the pocket, and let's make it true all. Say OK. And now we will select the top face and click on the sketch, and here I will create a circle of a diameter 20. Select it, make it 20, click on close, and let's create a cut which we can see here. So simply click on pocket, and in the condition I will select up to face. I will select the bottom face and say OK. Now let's switch to the isometric, and now we will create this rip here. So for this I will select the top face and click on the sketch, and here I will switch to the wireframe, click on the project geometry and project the outer diameter. Now I will also project this diameter, Now I will select a line tool, select this point and create a line, but I will make it as a construction. Now here I will select a polyline tool. I will create a rough profile, and now I will click on the trim entities to trim this line, this line. So here I will press Ctrl Z, and I will select this line and this line, add a parallel relation. Select this and add a parallel relation, and select this line and and add a perpendicular relation. And now we will move the top view. So here we can see that value is of B and F. So first we will link the F value, which is the thickness, and I will go here in expressions, type dd dot F is equal to 1.5, say OK, and then select this line, and this is of a B. I will type dd dot and value is a B, say OK. And now here we can see that 10 mm is given. So from this line to this one is of a 5 mm, and here our loop is open, so we will select a 3-point arc, and we will select this and made it equal, so it is fully constrained. And now we will create a similar sketch on the other side. I will again select a polyline tool, again select a polyline. Now I will use the trim tool, and now we will do the same thing which we have did for this sketch. So here I will add a parallel relation. I will select this and add a parallel relation. Select this line and add a perpendicular. And here let's select a 3-point arc and select this and made it equal. Now select smart dimension. This is of 5 mm, and here we will link the value F dd dot F is equal to 1.5, say OK. And here instead of adding relation, I can select this line and add an equal relation. Here you can also link the equations, but we can do the same thing with the equal options. Now our sketch is fully constrained, so we will come out of it, and let's see the dimensions. So here it is of a 4 mm. So we will select the sketch and click on the pad, and here I will give the 4 mm and say OK. Now here is a cut. So instead of creating a sketch, we will achieve this result with the help of a chamfer. So I will press Ctrl key and select these two edges and click on the chamfer. And here I will select the distance and angle options. So I will give here 3.99, and angle I will give the 78.7. So you can see that it is a perfectly matching Say OK. And now we will use the polar pattern. So first I will select pad 003, which we have added the material of 4 mm, and then press Ctrl key and select the chamfer and click on the polar pattern option. And here I will select the axis, but FreeCAD is already selected along the Z axis. So here I will define the quantity 4 and say OK. So you can see that this is perfectly created. And now we will create a cut here. So let's set our model to the isometric. So now we will switch to the bottom side and click on the sketch. And now we will rotate our model like this. And here I will switch to the wireframe here so that I can get this rib which I will use for the projection. So first thing I will do is to click on the project geometry and project this radius. And now I will select a line tool. I will create a horizontal line, and I will also click on project geometry and project these edges and create a 2 vertical line. Now select it and make it vertical, and here I will create a 3-point arc, and its center will be the coincidence, add a coincidence relation. And now select the line tool. Now select this and this, and let's add the dimensions. So if you see here it is the value of G is given, and if you see in our parameter G is equal to 3 mm, so we will select a smart dimension, select this point, and go to the expressions, type dd dot, here G is equal to 3, so we will go here, set G, say OK. So 3 mm is got link here. And now same thing we will do here. We will select a smart dimension, select this and this, go here, type dt dot G, say OK. And now let's define the radius. Select a smart dimension, and this radius is of 16.5. And here we will project these rib edges on both the side, and we will add a parallel relation. Select this and this and add a parallel relation. And now here we will also provide the G is equal to 3 mm, but we will not link the equation. So here if you see, so we will give it a 3 mm from the outer edge. So for this we will select a smart dimension, select this point and this point and make it 3. And now let's see what is the unconstrained. So here if you see that this height is not fully constrained, So here if we zoom it, so we can see that this arc point and this point are with a horizontal relation. So we will select this and add a horizontal relation. Same way on the other side, add a horizontal relation. Our sketch is fully constrained, and now we will switch to the flat lines view. Select the sketch and click on the pocket and go up to face and select the top face. Click on OK. And now let's set our model to the isometric, and now we will do the polar pattern to polar it on the four side. Click on the polar pattern, and here I will do the quantity 4 and say OK. Now you can see that we have successfully modeled this frame, and you can see that bottom and top view are the perfectly matching with our reference drawing. And best part is that we have a date with the help of parameters, with the help of dynamic data add-ons. And once you model with the help of a dynamic data add-on, your model get flexible. All you have to change the value and create a new version of your parts. This dynamic data is very useful if you want to model a part of a same shape but of a different sizes. So if you see here, so here if we see the dimensions, D is a 80, so it is a 80 variant. And if you want to make same frame width of 100 by 100, 120 by 20, then you can easily save as this part and change the value in a dynamic data, and you can get a new version of this part. So this is all about this tutorial, how to model a frame with the help of a dynamic data add-on. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your valuable time.